we're back. I hope y'all enjoyed that intro. It's pretty fire in my opinion. But today, what we got going on here is a early season playoffs prediction. NFC 1 through 7, I'm going to go down the list real quick. Eagles, Falcons, Rams, Lions. Then we got the Packers, Saints, and Cowboys taking the wild card spots. AFC 1 through 7, we got the Jags on a bye. Second seed, we got the Ravens. Third, Chiefs. Fourth, Patriots. Wild card spots, we got the Steelers, Bengals, and Dolphins. We're going to cover the NFC first. Rams, Saints. I think this is a hard matchup, but I have the Rams pulling through. Lions, Packers. I really don't see H. Coke losing in a wild card spot after he just missed the playoffs off a coin flip last season, so that'll be interesting, but do not count the Packers out. Anything could happen. Has a ferocious defense, so be on the lookout for that game. Next, we got the Cowboys and the Falcons. I got the Falcons taking that one. The 20-0 previous champ. I don't really see him losing in the wild card. Next, Eagles, Rams. I see the Eagles running away with this one, but I don't see any shock if this is close or even if the Rams win. Next, Lions, Falcons. I see an upset here. I see a huge upset here. I see the Lions upsetting the Falcons in a divisional round. He just throws some plays at Raging that he just truly doesn't expect, and the 20-0 previous champ is upsetted, and it's a shocker. Next, in the NFC Championship game, we got the Eagles and the Lions, and I see the Eagles winning. He finally has that dev quarterback, and which last year being with a non-dev quarterback and securing the second seed. I think this go around, he scrolls through the NFC and he makes it to the Super Bowl.
And with that being said, we're going to hand it off like the Seahawks should have done at the one to our special guest.
Hello, MKL Madden Gamers. It's me, Cookie, here to go over my predictions for the AFC playoffs. So I'd like to start with the AFC North. I think Nick, Super Bowl runner-up last year, I think he's only gotten better since he's joined the league. But I think his schedule's a little bit more difficult than two other people in his division. I think Ante with the Bengals has the easiest schedule. It just comes down to, can Ante return to form? He's a former Super Bowl runner-up himself, consistent playoff contender. But I think D'Angelo's going to be the one to run away with it if the motherfucker can learn how to schedule. I also would like to predict that Stinky boots him out of the league at least by week 8. So I think that, D'Angelo, Nick, and Ante, the AFC North, they sent 3 playoff teams last year. I just don't think it's going to be the Browns this year. They all play the AFC East and the NFC East this year. You got guys like Blessed, Steady, Doc, Ducky, and even sometimes Spit with his God Squad offense can be a lot to handle. So I just don't think that it's in the cards for the Browns this year. But I would love for him to surprise me because I like seeing him do well. Moving on to the AFC East, I found out before this that Ducky was going to be out of town for the first 3 weeks. But you know what? I'm going to stick by Duckster. I think he's going to run the table like Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to get a wild card. I think Doc's the favorite every year. Because compared to his skill level, outside of his division, his only tough games should be Stinky and H-Coke. If H-Coke takes it serious, Doc loses. And Doc's very capable of beating Stinky. So I think Doc runs away with the division yet again, even though he has 30K rings in the hole because he's an idiot. The AFC West goes without saying. Without even playing a game, Stinky's already won the division. It's just that simple. And the AFC South, it goes without saying also that not only does the AFC South, but the entire playoffs runs through Jacksonville. It is what it is. Sniper is probably the best player on that side, which sucks for the rest of his division Goodfellas, Frozen, Wally. Although Wally is always sneaky. When it comes crunch time, to figure out who's going to be that last wild card spot, Wally's always in contention for it. So I wouldn't be surprised if he finds his way in there, but I'm not going to put him in there today. So for my 1 through 7, I got a Sniper getting the 1 seed, D'Angelo getting the 2 if he doesn't get kicked out, Stinky is the 3 seed, Doc is the 4, Nick is the 5, Ducky is the 6, and Anti's going to sneak in there at the 7 over Wally. Matchups, Sniper's got the bye week. D'Angelo would play Anti. I would probably take D'Angelo in this game. It's hard enough for Anti to stay committed enough to make the playoffs, let alone win a playoff game. I got Stinky versus Ducky. Stinky likes to sit there and chirp and get in Ducky's head, and Ducky seems like he's the type of guy that can't take the pressure, so, I had to take Stinky. Doc versus Nick. Doc really, really sold the bag in the playoffs. What we all thought was going to be a free Super Bowl trip as soon as Doc beat Sniper. That didn't turn out to be the case. I don't think Doc makes the same mistake twice. I think Doc is going to run Nick's shit, and he's going to beat him. So then, moving on to the divisional round of the playoffs, I got the Ravens versus the Patriots. I got Doc beating D'Angelo, going 2-0 against the AFC North opponents in the playoffs. Got the Jaguars and the Chiefs. If this was Madden 21, I would easily take Stinky. Man coverage was clamps. He owned Sniper in Madden 21 for the most part. But, running's very, very easy in this game if you're good at it. Sniper just happens to be one of the best at it. So he's also great on defense. I'm going to take Sniper by a landslide because Stinky's washed. We got a rematch of last season's divisional round. Doc versus the Jaguars and Sniper. I don't think Doc gets lucky twice. I think Sniper's going to run Doc's fade. He's going to find his way back to the Super Bowl. And as you can see in R2's predictions, he's going to have a pretty formidable opponent. So thanks for listening. MKL Madden Gamers.